Today, I interviewed Fall Guys YouTuber Stentric about his career, Fall Guys, and more. Make sure to check the description for timestamps to each question and enjoy. So this is just a basic question, like an intro question for you and who you are for people who may not know you. What is your name and what content do you make?
Well, my name is Henry, aka Stentric, and I'm primarily a Fall Guys YouTuber. I mean, right now it's pretty much like 100% of my content is Fall Guys. So yeah, I guess I'm like a Fall Guys YouTuber. I do occasionally play other games, but mainly just Fall Guys.
I know you did Mario Wonder for a little bit, but now it's...
Yeah, I have another channel called Stentric Plays where I was doing some extra stuff. It's been a while since I've posted a new Mario Wonder episode. I had to take a break from that because I had too many channels and I just didn't have enough time for all of it. So I had to cut down on some of the extra channels that I was working on.
So where did Stentric come from? Because you said Henry, then Stentric. Where did Stentric come into the mix?
Well, yeah, I mean, Henry is my real name. Stentric, I mean, I don't know. It's like YouTubers just kind of have like their own little nicknames. Like you have PewDiePie, Mr. Beast. Like, to be honest, it's just like a random word. It's just a random name. It literally doesn't mean anything. It's just like I wanted to create my own word that didn't exist in the English dictionary and then use that as my name. That's the best way to describe it.
How many hours do you have in Fall Guys?
9,000.
That's fair. Yeah, I think I have like 200, so I'm not even close to that. But you do Fall Guys like full time.
A lot of it is like AFK time because I just leave my game running.
Oh,
like I don't turn it off. Yeah, especially like because I've been playing Fall Guys since I was in school. Like I would literally just like leave my game running while I was at school and then come home and it's still on. Like I didn't really close the game because I mean, yeah, it is kind of like a full-time thing that I'm doing. So like I just kind of like will leave the game running and then when I think of an idea, I'll record or something like that. Also play a lot off camera to like farm crowns for those like crown videos.
Yeah, how much? So you have 9,000 hours. How many hours of that do you think were towards actual crown winning games? In the beginning, were you always good at the game? I guess is what I'm trying to ask.
I think I got good at the game around like Legacy Season 5. So Legacy Season 1 to Legacy Season 4, I wasn't very good. I was okay. But I wasn't very good. And then Legacy Season 5 is when I started to get really good at the game.
What do you think caused you to become really good? Was it just kind of
it's just practice. Like the more you play, you eventually get the hang of it. I also started to like play a lot more often in Legacy Season 5 because that's just when I was like putting more priority into YouTube in my life. I mean, back then it was kind of just like my content wasn't what it is now. Like back in like the Legacy days of Fall Guys, it was kind of just like random stuff. Like I would make Fall Guys memes and post Fall Guys clips and like random stuff like that. But it was still like taking up a lot of my time. I would spend like hours making those memes and just like trying to get my name out in the Fall Guys community space.
These next two questions are kind of just about the rounds in Fall Guys. What is your favorite Fall Guys level and favorite final?
My favorite Fall Guys level is Speed Slider because I could just endlessly play Speed Slider without getting bored. My favorite final is probably Fall Mountain. I'd say Fall Mountain is my favorite final right now.
Oh my gosh, most people don't like Fall Mountain like that. I know don't like Fall Mountain. I'm like, come on, it's not that bad.
Yeah, Fall Mountain's actually pretty fun. Like once you get the hang of the path, it's not like RNG like most people think it is.
And then I also had another question. There's no Speed Slider like time trial thing, right?
No, but I've been suggesting Mediatonic to add that. I definitely think we need a time attack Speed Slider. That would be sick, in my opinion.
Yeah. And then, what is your least favorite Fall Guys level and least favorite final, if you could choose?
My least favorite Fall Guys level is probably Penguin Pool Party.
Oh, I agree with that, yeah.
Yeah, and my, I don't know, my least favorite, I don't really dislike any of the finals, honestly. It would have to come down to just, like, which one do I like the least? Because I like all the final rounds. I don't think there's any that I dislike. Well, I guess if creative rounds counts, probably Parkour Panic, I think is the name of it. Parkour, I think so. Parkour Panic. It was like one of the first creative finals when Season 4 came out. That one's not very good, but I mean, I like all the finals, honestly.
Yeah, I forgot about the creative rounds. Yeah, those are fun, but I kind of wish they had the photos with them because like when it's in the loading screen, you're not sure which one it is unless you have them memorized.
Yeah, there's not really any creative rounds in solo show now, but back when there was, yeah, like for the finals there was Slide Showdown, Firewall Finale, and then I think Parkour Panic was the name of that other one, and yeah, Parkour Panic kind of a weak one. Just because there's like it's basically just a straight line. Like you just have to get 2 hammer skips, and that's all you have to do to win. It's kind of there's just not much going on in the level. Yeah.
And then this is if you could bring back any Fall Guys level, what level would you choose? Like
See, the thing is, most of the levels are already unvaulted now. They've actually unvaulted most of the levels that, especially the ones that I wanted unvaulted, like Button Bashers and Slime Scraper. What is still unvaulted? Oh, probably Hyperdrive Heroes. They need to bring Hyperdrive Heroes back, especially since there's a show called Hoverboarding Time where it's like 3 rounds of hoverboard heroes. Hyperdrive should be there. So you have like hoverboard heroes for the first round, hyperdrive heroes for the second round, and then maybe a hoverboard again for the final. I don't know. I think that'd be cool because it would just fit perfectly in that show.
Yeah. So what brought you to Fall Guys content creation, like inspiration wise or all of that?
I don't know. I just got really addicted to the game, and like my love for the game led me to make content on it. Because honestly, like the thing is, I've always been this way. Because I've had other channels before Stentric, where like, for example, before Fall Guys, I used to really like Rocket League. That was like my main game before Fall Guys. And there was a period of time where I was making some Rocket League content. Like I would make crate opening videos and stuff. Like that channel is long gone. Like all the videos, I deleted the videos because this was stuff that I made when I was like 12 or 13. Because I've actually been doing YouTube since 2015. So a lot of my old stuff is gone because I kind of had the mentality of, as I got older, I would cringe at the stuff that I made years ago. So I would just progressively delete more and more of my old stuff, which nowadays I regret doing because now I'm kind of like an adult, and it's just kind of, it would be cool to look back on like the stuff that I was making when I was a kid. I wouldn't cringe at the videos I was making when I was 12 nowadays. I actually would think it was cool to look back on, but you know, my 15-year-old self was cringing at the stuff that I was making when I was 12. Yeah. I don't know. I wish I didn't delete all my old stuff, but yeah, I had like Minecraft Pocket Edition videos from 2015. I had Rocket League videos during like 2017 to 2019, all on different channels. But yeah, I've always just kind of had the tendency to want to create content on whatever game I'm currently enjoying. And for the past like 3-4 years, however long Fall Guys has been out now, it's been Fall Guys. Fall Guys has just been like my main game. Been obsessed with it. So by extension, I just started making videos on it.
So 2015 was when it all began, or
pretty much, yeah. 2015 was when I made my first YouTube account. And I don't remember when my first video was. It was probably around like either late 2015, maybe early 2016. And I think it was just like Minecraft Pocket Edition videos on my iPad. One thing is though, a lot of people don't know. There's also videos on Stentric, the current channel. I didn't even start off as like wanting to be like a Fall Guys YouTuber necessarily on Stentric. So at the time, like back in like around 2020 or whatever, I was just doing like random stuff on YouTube with other channels, and I had created Stentric because Stentric was also my Xbox gamer tag at the time. So I made a YouTube channel for that, and then I kind of just like started uploading clips of my gameplay. So my first video on Stentric, I think, was actually a clip from Cyberpunk 2077. It's way gone. It's way gone now. Way deleted. But I think, yeah, my first Stentric video was a Cyberpunk 2077 clip. And I experimented with other stuff, but I mostly just continued making, like, uploading clips until eventually, obviously I was really obsessed with Fall Guys. So I'd upload Fall Guys clips, and randomly the algorithm would just like carry the Fall Guys clip. I don't know why they got views, but for some reason the YouTube algorithm was just like pushing all the clips I was uploading to people's recommended pages. And then like soon enough, I just randomly had 1,000 subs. Like, I think it was because this was during Legacy Season 3 where I was uploading these clips. And this was during a time where Fall Guys was kind of like not super popular. So I was one of the only people at this time making Fall Guys videos. The only other people at this time uploading Fall Guys videos was Jashin2k, Caboose, I think, was uploading then. Trip Hop and Fooliefish were like the main guys back then. And Foolie, I don't know where Fooliefish is at. I haven't heard from him in a while. Obviously Jashin2k is still around. Trip Hop quit like back in Legacy Season 4, I think, or something like that. But yeah, I think my clips were able to get views because I was one of the only people posting them at the time because so many people had left Fall Guys. So like, yeah, as my Fall Guys clips, started to get like more and more views, I wanted to make more like better Fall Guys videos instead of just clips. So, and especially around that time in Legacy Season 4, a little bit later when I started to make more different types of videos, I had also, obviously created the Star Army where I ended up calling out Caboose to a 1v1 because Caboose was another Fall Guys YouTuber uploading at the time. And that was a big thing because when I started making videos with Caboose, that led me to make longer videos because the more I spoke with Caboose, the more I learned about YouTube, the more like stuff I learned about YouTube that I didn't know before. Like, for example, it's better to make 8 to 10 minute long videos, or like it's better to make these types of thumbnails and so on. And learning all that information about YouTube definitely helped me a lot, like to get to where I am. So I definitely thank Caboose for a lot of like the success I have now. Not because he like shouted me out or anything. I think I definitely grew on my own, but I just thank him from the information,
Yeah.
the information that he taught me. Because I don't think I would have learned all that stuff that I know about YouTube now without like talking with him and like brainstorming about YouTube with him. Because we would just sit in a call and talk about YouTube for like hours and stuff, and that's how I learned a lot. But yeah, honestly, that was like a crucial moment. That was like a canon event.
Yeah.
If I never called out Caboose that day and I never met him, I might have ended up still being successful as a YouTuber, but it would have taken a long time. Like it would have taken much longer. Meeting Caboose and starting to make content with him was like definitely a canon event to get me to where I'm at now.
So, what are your favorite videos of yours to film? So I know you do a lot of different challenges and stuff.
I really like manhunt videos, but the problem is the viewers don't like them. I don't know why, but whenever I make manhunt videos, those are usually the videos that get the least views out of all my Fall Guys videos. I'm not sure why, because back in the day, I think in Legacy Fall Guys, I made a manhunt video and people really liked it. But like nowadays, whenever I think I made a video Fall Guys Creative Manhunt or something, where I did a manhunt in creative rounds, and like people hated that video. There were some like negative comments, but also it was just like my worst performing video in a long time. People didn't watch it, so I haven't made one in a long time. But they're the most fun to record because they get my I don't know, they give me like a thrill factor,
Yeah.
like because I'm watching out for all the people trying to grab me, and I'm like it gets my adrenaline going. Those are some fun videos to record, but yeah, I don't know. I might make another manhunt video, but I don't know. The viewers don't really like them, to be honest.
Do you think so? What do you think causes those to not like? Do you have any guesses? Like thumbnail, title? Do you think it's something with the algorithm that doesn't like that? What do you think?
I mean, it's just not every video is going to be like entertaining, because that happens with a lot of YouTubers. There's certain videos that are fun to record as the YouTuber themselves, but they're not fun to watch for the viewer, which is understandable. And yeah, that's just kind of how it goes because not everyone is gonna like every video you make.
That's right.
Manhunt videos, I guess, just aren't like super entertaining for Fall Guys. That's the only thing.
Have you ever faced burnout? Because I mean, you've done Fall Guys for 4 years. How have you handled burnout if you've had it and everything like that?
See, the problem I have with that term is that's like so people all actually say this a lot, that like if I were to daily upload, or if I overwork myself, or if I play Fall Guys too much, that I would end up getting burnt out. See, these words, when you say the word burnout, it's almost like you're manipulating yourself to want to work less. Because the more you think of these words, or the more you like say these words in your head, or think of them, imagine them, the more likely you are to actually burn out. If you just think of it as like, this is what I do, this is what I like. Imagine if like Superman, there was like a burning building, and like Superman is like supposed to save everyone from that burning building, right? And then Superman just like suddenly is like, you know what? I'm kind of burnt out from saving lives. Nah, I don't really want to do this anymore. And then he just lets everyone die. I mean, it's kind of an extreme like analogy, but it's like, there are people that like come home from school every day and they look forward to one of my videos. So I feel like for me to just be like, oh, I'm burnt out. And then like tons of people like don't get any fall, especially now when no one else is posting Fall Guys. I'm like the only person that's like still posting Fall Guys. So I feel like I feel an obligation to provide that content for people, because people want Fall Guys content, and I'm like right now I'm one of the only sources for it. That's actually why during SS1, when the game was at its peak, that's actually when I uploaded the least. Because there were already so many other people making Fall Guys content that I didn't really feel as much of a duty to make my own content because they already had other people to watch. Whereas now it's like if I don't upload, I feel like there's no Fall Guys content on like YouTube, you know what I mean? So I feel like a obligation to do it. And I also enjoy it. I'm not even bored of Fall Guys. So I just kind of like discipline myself to make them. So like even if I'm not feeling like making a video, I'll just make it anyway. And I'll still end up having fun doing it.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah. Oh no. I just don't really allow myself to get burnt out because I feel like it's just kind of like selfish to get burnt out. At least that's like my view on it.
So what would you say, definitely after like, you know, you met Caboose and like everything, what would you say is is more important, title or thumbnail? Or are they equally important?
Probably thumbnail. Like thumbnail is the first thing they see. I mean, Semi10 is actually a good example of this because his earlier thumbnails had the like style where he would have a text on the thumbnail itself. So you could read stuff on the thumbnail and it's almost like the thumbnail already had a title in it. And then if you look at the titles of those videos, he would make them super long and all uppercase just to make them like more flashy. So I think that's like proof of thumbnails are definitely more important because you can honestly you could probably get views on a YouTube video with a blank title and a really catchy thumbnail. I think that would be possible. But the other way around, probably not. You probably couldn't get many views on a video with a black screen as the thumbnail with the flashy title. I don't think it would work the same, yeah.
So you've mentioned before that you wear hats so your thumbnails are more recognizable. What tips do you have for other people to like make themselves more recognizable in thumbnails or just in general in like the YouTube space?
Sorry, I don't know why my headphones are, it's making like a beeping noise. I don't know. Annoying me. Yeah, I don't know. It's making some beeping noise. Anyways, yeah, honestly, this kind of sounds goofy, but you need to view yourself like a cartoon character. If you're using your webcam in your videos and you're using your face in your thumbnails, I don't know. For example, let's say like you're watching Family Guy, right? Yeah. You're so used to what all the characters are wearing and what they look like. Let's say like suddenly Peter Griffin just decides to wear like a leather jacket all the time and have spiky hair. It'd just be kind of like, it would just throw the audience off. Like, wait, this isn't the Family Guy that I know. So I don't know. I think it's just, it's more, I mean, I'm not going to wear the same clothes every day, but if I just like wear this hat a lot, it makes the videos more recognizable because it's kind of like I'm a cartoon character. I wear the same thing all the time and then each video is more recognizable. If you look at Mr. Beast Gaming, it's probably the biggest gaming channel on YouTube right now. He would always use the exact same face in every single thumbnail, just to make all the thumbnails recognizable. So you don't like, you know, so it just doesn't throw the audience off. It's consistent. People don't really like change that much. I mean, I don't like change either. Like change is kind of annoying sometimes. So if you just keep things relatively the same, obviously upgrade, but like keep the brand relatively the same, then you probably won't like fall off. Whereas if you try to make a drastic change, that's very risky. People can don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that every creator has to stay the same because you can make a drastic change and do something else and succeed. There's plenty of people that have done that. It's just when you do that, you're putting yourself through a great risk where you could, you know, fall off and become like irrelevant, or you know, you could succeed with the new thing you're doing. So it's just a risk, you know what I mean? I plan to take risks in the future. I'm probably going to experiment with different types of content. I mean, I'm not always going to be doing exactly what I'm doing now, but for the time being, yeah, I just want to make everything consistent with the brand.
And then along with the brand and like the whole thumbnail thing, the thumbnail face, like you're mentioning, are those like months old and you just kind of reuse them? Like how often do you have to do a new thumbnail face and all of that? Like
honestly, I've been using the same thumbnail faces for like, I don't even know, close to a year now. The last time I made a brand new thumbnail face was, I think, the Party Animals video I made. And the reason why I made a different thumbnail face for that is because the title of that video was Party Animals is Hilarious, because me and Caboose were just laughing the entire time because the game was super funny. So it would just make more sense if I have a laughing face in the thumbnail instead of just a normal one of my smile faces. So that's why I made that new one. But yeah, that's Ever since, but before then, it was like a year since I still use thumbnail faces I made like years ago.
Yeah. So you've had a big impact on Fall Guys. I'd like to say like just the community and everything. How does this make you like feel? Like is it just like crazy to you? Is it like you gotten used to it? How does that?
Well, like I said, I feel like I'm like the only person really posting Fall Guys videos right now because most people quit. Like, not really anyone else is making Fall Guys videos right now. So yeah, I kind of just like feel an obligation to make as many Fall Guys videos as possible because I want to like, you know, like fill the void of
Yeah.
Fall Guys content. Like, if no one else is doing it, then I feel like I have to do it. That's why, like I said, during SS1, I was posting the least videos because there were already so many Fall Guys YouTubers that I didn't feel as much of an obligation. But now it's like I'm the one of the only sources for. I mean, don't get me wrong. Other people make Fall Guys content. There's people like Izzy Torium still makes content. His videos are really good. I don't know that Octopal. There's plenty of other YouTubers, but it's just like I don't know. There's just not that many. I'm one of the only ones is the thing. So I just want to provide as much content as possible. Yeah, no, it definitely makes me want to make more videos because I don't know. I just like back during the times when you had people like Courage making a bunch of Fall Guys videos and Caboose and all the other people, I just didn't really feel much of a need to make a lot of videos because they were already making videos. So like it's just kind of like just not necessary for me to make Fall Guys content. But now with no one else doing it, I feel like it's very necessary for me to be making Fall Guys content right now. I just like for example, in SS1, if I never uploaded any videos, like I feel like nothing would have changed. But like now I feel like people are relying on me for Fall Guys content. So when people rely on you for something, it definitely motivates you to want to do it more. Like,
that's right.
So yeah.
You've had a few, like even more recently, you've had a lot of viral videos. Do you know when it's like? Do you have a good feeling when something's gonna go viral? Or does it kind of just happen and you're happy about it? Like, how does that happen?
As far as viral videos go, to be honest, YouTube is weird sometimes because I think on average my videos will get about like 50 to 200K views per video, but then you'll occasionally have like Fall Guys, but I can't touch gold.
Yeah, that
randomly getting like 2.7 million views out of nowhere. Update videos usually do very, very good. I made a video on the Tool Up update where you had the new like Winter Fame Pass and Winter theme, and that got like 668K. The update videos are really good. I don't know. To be honest, like I don't really need my videos to go viral. I just want to make sure I don't like fall off. You know what I mean? The main thing is I just want to like stay consistent with either going up or going in a straight line. I never want to go like one of my biggest fears is ending up in a Sunny V2 video where he's like the embarrassing fall or like the deserved fall of Stentric or some. Oh my god. There's a video like I think on Quebblecop or something. Sunny V2 let me look it up. Sunny V2 Quebblecop. How Quebblecop lost his entire audience in 1 year. Like
you don't
I don't know. That's like pretty terrifying to end up on a video like that. I don't know. I would hate that so much. So yeah, my main goal is not necessarily to like be one of the biggest YouTubers ever or like get viral videos. I just want to stay where I'm at or go little by little higher.
What would you say has helped you grow the most in terms of audience, like shorts, full form? So I know you've had a pretty big shorts before too.
Well, I've definitely gotten more subscribers from long form videos. But I definitely did get a boost from shorts. I'd say about 50,000 of my subscribers are from shorts, roughly. Maybe like 40 to 50,000 of my subscribers are from shorts, and then the rest are from long forms. Obviously, I did have this one short, What Happened to This Fall Guy, where I talked about like the Fall Guy being sent up into space, and that was pretty crazy. Like it's at 29 million views. Well, I remember when that was first growing, that was honestly like pretty inconceivable to me because I never thought like a Fall Guys video get something like that, especially since it was uploaded May 29th, 2023, which is kind of like during a period where Fall Guys wasn't really that popular. So I don't know. I thought that was pretty crazy. I got like a decent amount of subs from that, I think.
I think it also did pretty well because it kind of expanded past the realm of Fall Guys. It wasn't just like Fall Guys gameplay. It kind of had that real element. And I think you mentioned Jack Sucks at Life and stuff. So it kind of like had that extra element.
I think also because it referenced a earlier period of Fall Guys when the game was popular. Because I was talking about like SS2, I think. So that kind of makes sense as well. Yeah.
So what is your favorite video game ever? Like if it's Fall Guys or not Fall Guys, and if it's not Fall Guys, do you plan on making content on it at all?
My current favorite game is Fall Guys. My favorite game of all time, probably my favorite game of all time is probably New Super Mario Bros. For the DS.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the first video game I ever played. I played it when I was like 6 years old, and I still revisit it all the time. It's just like it's a hit classic. Like I don't know, it's just like that's probably my favorite game of all time. But my favorite game currently is definitely Fall Guys, 100%.
So what would you say is the hardest part about making mainly just Fall Guys content? Is it super easy, or is it getting more harder to do, or?
It's only difficult when when Mediatonic isn't doing anything. But even during those times, I can still manage by just like coming up with like more creative ideas or just doing random different challenges.
Mhm.
I can still push through. Like for example, during SS3 when there was like no updates for a long time, I was still able to make a lot of content and do pretty good. Same with now. I mean, there's not really much going on with the game currently, but I'm still making do with what I got. Just uploading whatever videos I think of. So I wouldn't really say it's that difficult. I think I have like a pretty good understanding of the game by this point, and I'm able to carry on. Like it's not really too difficult, to be honest.
And then kind of going off of that, has doing mainly Fall Guys content like affected your enjoyment of it, or is it kind of grown the enjoyment, or?
Yeah, I think I actually enjoy the game more now that I've started making content on it. Especially since I have a large history of being bad at video games, and this is like one of the first video games that I consider myself actually good at. So that also gives me kind of like another sense of fulfillment that I'm like actually good at something. Like I know it sounds kind of sad, but like most video games I'm pretty garbage at. Like for example, Fortnite. I am so bad at Fortnite that it's like hard to play it. Like I will literally I can never win like a solo game of Fortnite. I'm pretty good at rocket racing, and I was okay at Rocket League, but yeah, definitely the game that I've been like the best at so far is as Fall Guys. So that helps me continue to enjoy the game.
Have you ever failed a challenge or anything of that sort to make a video more entertaining, or just make it more fun for the audience?
Nah, no, I usually just, to be honest, however the challenge ends up going, I just upload it as is. So like for example, I'll think of a challenge like Fall Guys, but I can't touch pink or something, like a color challenge, and I'll record it for like a solid maybe 2-3 hours max. And whether I beat the challenge or don't beat the challenge, I'll just upload it anyway. So I don't really like orchestrate videos a certain way. They just happen how they happen, and then they get edited and uploaded as as they were.
Yeah. And then how do you come up with video ideas? Is it kind of like random and you write it down? Is it you go into sessions of trying to think of video ideas?
They usually just pop in my head randomly, and then I record them. Sometimes I write down a list just so I know I can keep track of everything that pops in my head. But yeah, usually I'll just be chilling and like I'll randomly like think of an idea, and sometimes I'll write it down. Yeah.
And do you record it instantly, or like is it?
Sometimes it depends. Sometimes because sometimes I'll think of video ideas when I'm like on a plane or something. Like I was flying out to my family for Christmas, and I thought of a lot of video ideas in my head during that plane ride.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of doing a video on a plane? I don't think that'd work, but
I thought of doing like a series where I win Fall Guys in different locations, like winning Fall Guys on an airplane, winning Fall Guys at the top of the Empire State Building, or some like stuff like that. I definitely thought of that. Yeah, something I could do. Maybe for YouTube Shorts that would work.
Yeah. What would you have told your younger self when beginning like Fall Guys content or just content in general that you know now?
I would probably like if I could tell my I don't know, like 2018. If I could tell my 2018 version of myself, I mean, obviously this was before Fall Guys, but if I could go back in time and like tell my 2018 self how to do YouTube and like how the YouTube algorithm works and like how to make videos properly, and like what equipment you need. For years I never even knew that I needed a light. Like I have a light in front of me here. For years I didn't even know I needed that. I was using a camera without a light, and I was always wondering why my webcam looked so terrible. And I realized because I didn't have a light. I found out that I needed a light like 2 years ago, and I've been doing YouTube since like 2015. Yeah, so if I could just go back in time to like 2018 and tell myself like everything that I know about YouTube now, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably have like 1 million subs by now, because that would just be a lot of extra time where I would be able to make videos for longer. Because I definitely had a huge passion for YouTube during 2018. I think that's when I was making Rocket League videos. Yeah, but I mean, I'm happy with how things went, honestly. Like, I'm not complaining. But yeah, if I was given the opportunity, I would definitely go tell my 2018 self about YouTube.
With ranks mode in the near future, do you think you'll start grinding Fall Guys more? And do you think you'll do more content because of that?
Definitely. I'm going to play Fall Guys like 10 times more than I'm playing it right now when ranked comes out. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to speed run to get the highest rank as fast as possible. And then I'll probably do videos like can 3 bronze players beat 1 gold? Like can 3 gold players beat 1 champ? Or so I have so many ideas for ranked. Yeah, there's definitely going to be way more content and gameplay when ranked comes out for sure.
Have you ever thought about doing videos live more, or has it always been just offline?
See, the problem with that is I would have to read chat. I don't like live streaming and ignoring the chat. Like anytime I'm streaming, I always feel the need to like respond to the chat, and I don't think that would suit videos. Like I just don't think that'd be good for videos. For videos, I want to like really just focus on like the video. Like you know, yeah, just the video itself, like trying to beat the challenge, and talking in like an offline way instead of like talking to chat. Because like I know a lot of YouTubers will like live stream and then they'll film videos during their live stream. But yeah, maybe it's just like my ADHD. I couldn't focus on the chat and recording a video at the same time.
How do you think mobile Fall Guys will change the Fall Guys sphere? Like,
to be honest, I think mobile is going to be bigger than free to play because I mean, there's like Fall Guys knockoffs on mobile that have like hundreds of millions of downloads, and like we've seen how popular some of these Fall Guys knockoffs can get on YouTube. So I 100% think that if we have Fall Guys on mobile, then it's literally just going to like take over all those like Fall Guys knockoffs that have been thriving. And it's like a whole the mobile mobile player base, like the amount of mobile players is so much larger than any console, PC, anything, because it's just so much more accessible. I don't know, Fall Guys is a perfect mobile game. I 100% think that it'll be bigger than the free-to-play launch, for sure.
What do you enjoy most about Fall Guys content creation?
To be honest, I just really enjoy like the posting process, like just posting the video and just like seeing what people say about it. Like, I don't know, I definitely enjoy recording, but some of the best part about content creation is just like putting my stuff out there and then just like seeing the comments. Like a lot of times I'll see comments like yo, this video really helped me get through a tough time. Or like, yo, I always get excited to see your videos when I get home from like the bus ride or something from school. Like, and it's really cool to see that stuff. So like, I have tons of fun recording the videos, but the thing that I like even more than recording is seeing the aftermath of posting them. That's probably my favorite part about content creation, just as a whole.
And then, have you ever been recognized outside, like, you know, as a content creator, like in the real world, or has it kind of just been all online?
Yeah, one time so far. I was out with Caboose actually, because I met up with him in real life a couple times now. And there was this one time when we were just like out and about walking like around like a mall or something because we were just chilling. And we were walking down this like sidewalk path, and a kid came up to us and like recognized us and like gave us both a high five and stuff. I'm like 80% sure that he recognized us because he kind of just like stopped us and gave us both a high five, and like he seemed like nervous. He didn't actually like say anything. It could have just been like a kid like just I don't know, excited to see teenagers, maybe that there's a chance of that, but it seemed like he recognized us.
Yeah,
because obviously I was also wearing the hat, and then Caboose was right next to me, so it's like more recognizable, I guess, than if it was like just me or just Caboose or I wasn't wearing my hat.
So how has making videos helped you, like mentally, or you know, making friends, all that stuff?
It's definitely cool to meet other creators in the space. Like some of my best friends these days are other YouTubers, like Caboose, for example. I talk to Caboose like every day. And like Hanky is also one of my good friends. You know, I just meeting a lot of people in the space is definitely like one of the best parts about it. It's like it's kind of like your colleagues in a way, because like if YouTube is your job, you know, you meet other YouTubers. It's kind of like meeting coworkers, sort of. And I don't know, you have something in common, so it's definitely easier to make friends and like meet people that you relate with. Because oftentimes when I go out in the real world and like try to make friends with just like people in college or something,
Yeah.
it's really, really hard for me to relate with them because their interests are just so far off from my interests, and we just have like nothing in common. So it's definitely like I feel like more like isolated. It's harder to make friends. But making friends with YouTubers is like really great because we just have like so many things in common, so many like goals in common. So yeah, that's really fun as well, meeting people for sure.
And then what advice do you have for content creators for like keeping up their viewer retention?
Well, in this day and age, with YouTube Shorts and like TikTok and Instagram Reels, all these like short form content, making slow paced videos is not the wave anymore. If you want high retention on your videos, you kind of need to format it like shorts in a way. You want to have the video switch to a different thing around every minute. So, for example, I think his name is Mr. Who's the Boss.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's kind of like a tech guy, sort of. Yeah, so he will make videos like I bought every PlayStation handheld ever, and then around every minute he'll switch to a different console to showcase, and that keeps the retention up because they're seeing a new thing frequently. If it's just the same thing all the way through, your retention is going to be absolutely garbage. For example, I'll go to my videos. For example, there was one video I made where I was trying to beat the Jump Showdown timeout world record. So the entire video was basically just me playing Jump Around with viewers, and it was literally just Jump Club and Jump Showdown the entire video. And that video, that was like one of the worst retentions I've ever had on any video because it's just boring watching the same thing over and over again. The good thing is though, Fall Guys is naturally a good game for retention because when you're playing games of Fall Guys, you're constantly getting different rounds.
Yeah.
And I've actually learned this because I've had other channels where I make content on other games. And whenever I'm playing a game where it's just one thing the whole time, the retention is usually not very good. But for Fall Guys, since you're getting different rounds, like you get Whirligig, then Slime Climb, and then Jump Showdown for the final and all this stuff, it's constantly switching to different levels, which is very, very good for retention by itself. And then if you combine that with like some good editing, just normal Fall Guys videos can get really good retention just because of the fact that the game is naturally switching to different things.
How much longer do you think you'll be making content for? Do you have like a time limit on it, or do you think you're just going to be going until, you know?
To be honest, I think I'm gonna make content until I die. I think YouTube will probably cease to exist at some point. Like it's YouTube itself will probably die. Maybe not. I mean, maybe we'll see. But let's say like YouTube doesn't exist anymore. I'm just gonna switch to a different platform, like I don't know, TikTok or like Rumble or some other like video platform. Whatever the next video platform is, if YouTube, gets shut down or something, I'd move there and I just continue making videos. I genuinely plan to create content until I die. I don't think I'm ever gonna retire because it's just something that I crave doing. It's not even like work to me. It's just like something that I have. It's like an addiction. I always want to make videos.
What are your goals to reach by the end of this year? 2024.
I really like to hit 500,000 subscribers if possible. If ranked releases sometime soon or mobile, that's probably doable.
Yeah.
If I could hit 500K before the end of 2024, that'd be really sick. I kind of want to try to do that.
And then the next question is kind of similar to that. What are your lifetime YouTube goals? Forever, doing it until you die. What do you want to see when you die for YouTube?
Oh no. See, because like I'm not necessarily as focused on like I said earlier, I'm not really as focused on like becoming as big as possible. I'm more so just focused on the amount of content that I can make. So I guess like, I don't know if this is going to make any sense, but like, I guess my lifetime goal for YouTube would be to upload daily every day for a year. If I could do, because I still haven't done that. If I can go a year uploading every single, I already failed 2024. I was going to try to do it for 2024 and I actually already missed a few days. So that's already out the window. But maybe we'll try again 2025 or 6 or something. If I could just go one solid year from the new year all the way to the next year, uploading daily, that's like would be my long-term goal for sure on YouTube.
How much preparing do you think that would take to like do it for a whole year?
I would just need like more discipline because like some days I just get really lazy and I just don't do anything. Yeah. Which I need to stop. Like I honestly just need more discipline so I can allow myself to record a video every day.
And then our final question for this whole thing, It's pretty basic. It's just like, do you have anything else that you'd like to say to the audience, and where can people find your content?
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. Subscribe to Just Read, subscribe to Read Streams. And yeah, if you want to find my content, my name is Stentric, Stentric. And yeah, like final message, I guess, like literally anyone can do YouTube if you want to start. Like now's the time. You can use some of the advice that I gave you. As far as equipment goes, all you really need to make content, well, I'm saying all you need, it's kind of a lot. You would need to save up money to get all the things, but you can start off with like a lower end setup and then upgrade as you go.
Yeah.
You need a computer, whether it's a laptop or a desktop. You need like a monitor. If it's a desktop, you need a monitor. If it's a laptop, you already have one. You need a light to like have proper lighting, and then you need a webcam. You need a microphone. This is my microphone. I have a Blue Yeti caster.
Yeah.
So you need one of those, something like that. You need obviously a mouse, keyboard, controller if you play on controller, but if you're like a keyboard and mouse player, you wouldn't need that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Try to make a cool background if you want. Like I got all this stuff in my background, or you could just use a green screen. Caboose uses a green screen.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can use the tips that I gave to like for like retention and like content creation if you want. Honestly, like YouTube is so like kind of like easy entry. Like anyone can start. Anyone can start like right now, and all of you could make it. Honestly, like I truly believe that YouTube is not that luck based. I genuinely believe that.
Yeah.
If you like really study what's getting popular on YouTube, and you study like how to make videos and like how to like just study about YouTube, you can easily make it. Like I'm not gonna say the names of them, but me and my friend Caboose and I have a couple other YouTube friends, we have created secret channels behind the scenes that are not connected to Stentric or our Fall Guys stuff at all. We've done like secret channels behind the scenes and literally just grown them from 0 to like 50K subs or like 20K subs just naturally, because I mean, I'm telling you, YouTube is truly skill based. If you just learn about the platform, and all of you can make it. It's really something that is very easy access. It's something that all you could do right now. So if you want to be a YouTuber, don't even procrastinate it anymore. Just start now, and like trust me, you can definitely make it 100%.